So this little fuel trap, water trap on the fuel line is fitted on most of these sort of machines. On the Kubota U27-4, it's at the back here, and it's held on by a metal ring. There's probably a tool you can get to help undo it, but I managed to undo it with my fingers.
That was tight.
In the end, before you undo it, you have to turn that tap off. That little white lever needs to be horizontal in the off position. And then once you've loosened the that ring that I just lifted up there, then the little plastic container comes off with a fairly coarse filter in it. And look at it, it's full. I'm embarrassed that I hadn't done this sooner. It's got all sorts of junk in there. Diesel bug, I think it's quite commonly called. That stuff you get in fuel that blocks things up. So that's the outer, and it's got a spring that holds the filter up on its seal. That's the actual filter. That red bit is floats in water but sinks in diesel, and it helps indicate whether you've got water in the fuel. I'm wondering what to do now, because I don't want to put it on the digger and make a diesely mark, but I'm smelling it to see if that diesel bug smells, because it can, I think it's created by bacteria in the water. It didn't smell. Well, it didn't smell, it smelled of diesel. You're supposed to check this filter daily. Since it's got a plastic casing around it, you can see it without taking it off or anything. It's one of two filters on the fuel line. It's the first one, so it separates water out and anything big. Sorry I didn't have my camera position up a bit higher so you could see the bits lined up there. So that's a little plastic container that allows you to see what's going on. I've bought some gloves that are strong enough and big enough that I might be able to use them. I might have to get these on my fingers next time I do this. Stinky stuff. That's the metal ring that holds the whole thing onto the body. And look at what's come out. Look at it. And this red bit of plastic that helps you see what's going on in there. So my understanding is that will float on water. So if you get water in the fuel, it'll float up. It can't go past the filter. So it will only be in the bottom part. That goes in there, but the spring goes in first. So the spring holds the filtry bit up and creates the space for the red ring to float. That line is the highest the red ring can float up to. Almost the highest it can float up to. So if it floats up there, you know you've got water in the fuel. I was a bit surprised how much muck had got into the fuel. I'm quite careful with the fuel. Got to be said, this is a bit of a fiddle. I'm just seeing if the fuel's coming out clean now. But hardly any, well, none came out, because it only really comes out once the pump is running. I'm just trying to get that ring on. Yeah, finally managed to get it started on its threads. Tightened it up. Turned it on. There it is. That's the tap. So you can see it's in the on position. So now the pump is running. That's the noise you can hear. It soon filled up. It was a bit tricky to start. I guess there was air in the system, but not that much air. So it would start. My hand is just showing where the actual pump is. I'm just touching the pump. Yeah, it would start and then it would stop again a few times. Right, so what else can we do while we're here? So, dirt collects in there, leaves and stuff like that. Fluff. Grass, I don't know, bits of tree. Okay. It's not badly blocking the radiator. Radiator on the left, oil cooler on the right. It's not badly blocking either of them, but no one wants that. Well, that spoon would come in handy. So on and so forth until he cleaned out the fluff.